Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the national TV and conference call talk show, The Road to Success. I'm your host, Professor William Murray. And as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. You know, the show, The Road to Success, is a show for you and for you to get all your questions answered and to give you a chance to give your opinion on any topic. I always tell you, if you learn something, teach us. If you know something, tell us. This evening's show will be kind of interesting. It's the discussion and Q&A with John D. King III. And you will get into seeing him in a moment. Let me finish doing what I got to do. The show, The Road to Success, is for you, and its success depends on you. Stay tuned and spread the word about the show. If you stay committed to us, you'll see a difference in your life, in your mindset, and in your business. Be sure as the show goes on to always hit share. And if you're on YouTube or any of the other sites, because you know we're on 7 sites, including YouTube, all at the same moment. I need you to hit share and subscribe. Subscribe. And I always tell you that you do what makes you great and the world a better place. That's a blessing that you're giving out to the world. Now, this evening's show is going to be an interesting show. I have a young man who I am more than proud of. I mean, I am so proud of this young man and discussion that we're going to have. So feel free to let us know if you want to chime in or if you have a question. I always tell you to ask the question, chime in, join the discussion, and let's have some fun this evening, y'all. Because, you know, learning should be an enjoyment. And this evening, y'all, we are going to enjoy this young man. I've been knowing him his whole life. And he's in his early 30s. And we're going to get a little more into that a little later to explain to you how I know him, and I've been knowing him all of his life. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and bring this young man on.
Hey.
How we doing, JDK the third?
Phenomenal.
All right, let me tell people who you are.
Life's real good.
We are thrilled. I'm thrilled. We are truly thrilled to introduce to you a guest whose dynamic journey and entrepreneurial spirit embody the essence of innovation and personal growth. Joining us is John D. King III, a visionary leader and the driving force behind Busy Media and I Level Up 365.
Yep.
I Level Up 365 isn't just a brand. It's a commitment to continuous improvement and excellence.
Mm-hmm.
offering tailored coaching services and strategies designed to elevate both personal and professional life. John's multifaceted career spans across critical roles in operations, sales, and customer service, underpinned by a robust military background that instilled in him discipline, precision, and a unique leadership style. At the heart of John's success is his unwavering dedication of being raised by his grandparents and empowering individual and businesses to break barriers and reach new heights of success. Today he's here to share insights on navigating the complexities of modern entrepreneurship, the power of resilience, and the transformative impact of lifelong learning. So tune in as we uncover the strategies, mindset, and dedication it takes to truly level up in today's competitive world, and the mastermind behind I don't know if I want to say Busy Bee, sorry, Busy Media and I Level Up 365. John D. King III. I see you really have acquired a lot and done a lot in your short
Yeah.
life.
Appreciate the intro. I felt like a boxer in the corner, about to come out, in this corner. And you got
You
John D.
waiting on that ding ding ding, huh?
Right, right. Yeah.
Well, John, what we haven't already done and talked about, tell us a little bit more about you and your businesses, because you have two.
So where do we start? Well,
Let me ask you this. What inspired the creation of Busy Media and then I Level Up 365? What inspired the creation of Busy Media?
um, Busy Media was launched during COVID, um, in 2020, and I had just got laid off from my job, and I was looking for another way to create income, but I was also looking around and seeing that there were a lot of other people that were going through a lot of turmoil. You know what I mean? A whole lot was happening right then and there, and so I just thought that it would be um, a good time to really help people to look inside and find those answers that they're looking for. So that's kind of the seed behind the platform, because really I want I Level Up 365. It's a platform for personal development. You can go there, you can read the different blog posts, you can become a part of the community, you can enroll in different courses, self-paced courses, so that you can grow. It's all about personal development. It's all about leveling up on a daily basis. So, but
I
yeah.
got a question that I got a question. What made you decide that you want to be an entrepreneur?
Well, I think you know the answer to that one.
Yeah, but the public don't
Right,
know.
right. So yeah, just being exposed to entrepreneurship at a really young age, you know, um, and seeing the perspective of an entrepreneur and the perspective of an employee, and realizing there's an option. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people don't realize there's an option uh, to being like I think they think being an employee is the only way. And for some people, it's okay, but it's not for everybody. So I realized, like, you got to do what you got to do. But for me, entrepreneurship is always been there, always been a little spark in there. So,
That must have been part of in your upbringing.
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So you want to be an entrepreneur, huh? So explain how the flight assessment tool works and its benefits.
So the flight assessment, what that is simply like a questionnaire, and you go and you answer the questions, least likely, most likely, and it might be might take about 15 minutes or so. And what that does is it gets your behavior styles, right? It focuses on how you communicate, how you like to be communicated with, and it helps you with self-awareness. um, it helps you become more knowledgeable about yourself and how you operate in different areas in your life, and it gives you a lot of tips that you can apply to different areas, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your work life, your finances. uh, there's really no limit to what you can do with the flight assessment.
What makes I Level Up 365's approach to personal development unique? What makes your business unique, John?
I like to think that I Love Up 365 has a holistic approach. You know what I mean? So we're not just focused on just mindset. We're not just focused on the physical. Um, it's more of a holistic. So we got mind, body, also your finances, right? I don't necessarily get into the spiritual aspect of it. Well, I get a little into the spiritual, but I don't necessarily dive too deep in there. But I really focus on the mindset, focus on your physical, focus on your financial. I feel like if you take care of those areas, um, you you have more of a holistic approach.
Uh-oh, I hear my buddy in the background. Now, which one was that? Was that John or was that Ava?
That's John. He want
That's
to come over.
John?
Yeah, he want to come over here.
Oh, well, I mean,
It's
it's up
late
to you.
past bedtime.
Oh, so it's bedtime. That's right, this time of night.
I mean, he
Plus,
can't.
how old is he? About 18 months?
Almost, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
goes quick.
How does how does it how does I Level Up 365 integrate innovative businesses opportunities into its programs?
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. What was that?
I said, how does I Level 365 Up 365 integrate innovative business opportunities into its program?
So what we do is um, we bring you into a what I like to call supportive environment, right? So bring you into our coaching programs. You get to leverage the coaching, the mentorship, and we also connect with other businesses, direct sales companies. So people who haven't necessarily been exposed to entrepreneurship, they can leverage systems and platforms that are already available to them, so that they're not necessarily just starting from scratch. We also have an affiliate program in house as well. So if you're looking to create some extra income, you can get in, hit the ground running. And some of our products, like, what I like to do is put people onto the products first. Things like the coaching program or the whether it's the courses, so you can see and get results for yourself first. And then once you have results, then you can share with other people who you know would be beneficial. And then for me, it just makes sense. If you're getting results, why not share it and get paid to share something that's going to help somebody else? So
Because
still there? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Uh-oh. I think you're frozen. Just gonna wait a second. may be experiencing some technical difficulties. That's all right. We just gonna hold it down. Let me see if the chat taking over the stream now. What's going on, y'all? He has left the building. MMI, it's okay. Hold tight. Believe he'll be back shortly. I'm hoping you guys are, having a decent winter. It's winter up here in the North Country, and nice weather, beautiful day. Um, man, I'm just really, really grateful for the opportunity just to talk to you guys about, being able to level up and wanting to level up and what it looks like, because it's different for everybody. Let's see if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Just hanging tight. You can?
Know what it's going to take and what he see. You can't just call and get the program and say, okay, I'm ready. There's steps to you getting ready.
Man,
The
you just cut
mindset
out for a
is
while.
everything prayer, because I always tell you that everything first goes through thought. And as he tunes into you and gets you ready for where he's going to take you, get you ready for where you're going. It's all a process. See, success is a process. I don't care what it is. Every day you wake up, that day is a process. And this young man has a program to get you ready for where it is you're trying to go. There's no doubt about it. He knows where you need to go to get to where you want to go.
Let's see. I'm just gonna check the chat.
Okay.
You had popped out for a second. I think
I
your phone.
know my computer, I didn't plug it in and the battery ran down. 'Cause I've been
Ah,
on it all day. And I told you, man, the thing, yeah, I hope you didn't panic. I just hope
no,
you said, it's my fault.
technical difficulties happen, and
Man, if it's live,
uh,
baby, it'll happen.
sticking it up. You know,
Yeah, yeah, if it's live, it'll
again,
happen.
resilience. Let me see.
Yeah.
There is Empowering Learning Institute (ELI). Where are you located? How can we get access to your offered products such as classes and coaching? Thank you for asking. I'm located in upstate New York, but you can go on to ilevelup365.com and get more information there. You can also email me at johnd.king990 at gmail.
Do that
And
again, man. Slow down. We don't write. I'm
I'm gonna
old
put
and
it.
I don't write
I'm gonna
that
put it in
fast.
the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat so you got it in the chat. You can.
Okay, but slow down and talk to the people. You got to realize you're live. You're on YouTube. You're on LinkedIn. You're on Twitter. You're on the Millionaire Mastermind Institute and other sites. So give them again that eye level. What is it?
It's ilevelup365.com and johnd.king90 at gmail.com. Definitely send me an email, and because I love to give you a free consultation just to see if it's a good fit, right? I like to see that I can help first and foremost. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to give you any fluff. I want to just give you some, you know, some valuable insight that's actually going to be helpful for you. So I'd love to set up, a one-on-one consultation, and hopefully I can add some value to you that way. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah. Well, you always got to do it one-on-one because I've got so many appointments next week. Because this week, man, has been within the last week, I've been so busy, and clients are calling because I've got a special running for Black History Month. Because
Mm-hmm.
last week's show I titled "How Much Can You Afford to Pay?" So
Mm.
for the month of February, you get coaching from me for however much you can afford to pay.
That's the deal.
Within reason. Within reason. Now, don't think say, well, I got $1 because that ain't gonna work.
I got, I got a quota I just found.
Yeah, yeah. And people are like that.
Yeah, right. And so when you value your services, you know, people will value them. But when you don't put value behind it, other people won't see that value in it, which is.
Correct, correct. That's
Uh,
right.
but
See,
yeah,
here's the thing you gotta get people to understand. You gotta get them to understand, they can't do it alone. And the value of what you offer is what they need to get where they're trying to go. I mean, you're dealing with the public. You're dealing with people whose mindset really isn't that correct. I've been doing this I've been an entrepreneur now for 48, almost 50 years. So it's going to be like that. Uh, and you being a young man and your level of intelligence and what the things that you teach in your program, man, your program, I got to give it to you, man. It's fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Well, for you to put that together and put it out there
Some
for
grinding,
people
grinding.
who want to grow, I mean, you're it. There's no doubt about it. You are it. So
You know,
what kind of because everybody's not your fit.
right.
What type of person fits your program?
Um, the type
I
of
mean, they
person.
ain't got to be a scholar or nothing.
No, for sure. There has to be a spark, right? There has to be a drive to want to be better, to want to be their best version. Somebody who's open and coachable, right? Because if you know it all, then I can't help you. You know what I mean? I know I don't know it all. I have a coach, multiple coaches, and so just somebody who's open to being coachable. Um, and somebody who's actually going to do the work, right? You can't expect results and you're not going to do the work. I think a lot of times we want somebody to do things for us, and um, different situations and circumstances require us to show up for ourselves and do the work ourselves. So, just some of those are some of the key things I look for, when working with a client.
John, one of the hardest things of an entrepreneur is dealing with the public. I don't care whether you're selling, coaching, mentoring, or what. It's dealing with the public because most people really they know what they want, but they don't really know what they want, and really more than that, they don't know what they need.
Uh huh.
And see, everybody wants something for free. Free won't get you there.
And
Free
if
will not get you there.
and if it's not free, sometimes they want it instantaneous, right? They don't really want to go through the process. You
Right.
know, so you got to go through that process. Be willing to sacrifice. So you got to sacrifice in order to win.
Oh, and it is all a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
It is all a sacrifice.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a better version of yourself, then you can't take that version of yourself with you, right? So you gotta leave some things behind in order to get to that next level. So you
Yep.
gotta be. You gotta. You gotta know what you're gonna sacrifice, and it's not just about knowing. You gotta be willing to actually do it.
You know, one thing that most people don't realize, being an entrepreneur, see, you'll see me out there, and they'll see you out there, John, and how successful we are. And they think, oh, I can do that. Well, are you willing to work 100 hours a week for yourself rather than 40 hours for someone else? Because something I learned a long time ago. No one, no one can pay me what I can pay me. If I
Mm-hmm.
put in the work, the sacrifice, the study, the research, and the knowledge, and put it in a manner where I can give it to people who will say, oh, I need that. That's what I need. That's what I want. I got to know how to get there. And to get there, you got to you got to be willing to put in that 100 hours. There's no doubt, because I've worked 100 hours or more a week, many more than many times.
Mm-hmm.
I see Tyrone is out there, Julie Beth is there,
What's going on, Juan?
uh,
Hey.
Glenn, William, Ava.
Hello,
Who's
hello.
that? See all these. We got people online.
Yeah,
So
shout
y'all, the lines
out.
are open. If you want to ask a question, just ask the question. I
Shout.
don't mute out. The lines are open. But
Yeah, cause
John, you're a young man. You are a very young man because you're in your early 30s.
time
Although you
flies.
look a lot younger. You know,
Appreciate it.
you you know.
Treadmill. That's the treadmill, and staying away from the vending machine.
Yeah. Well, I see that you say you lost how many pounds
20 pounds.
recently?
20
20
pounds.
pounds. Lord have mercy. Which I can't even lose three, and
Crazy.
I'm trying.
Crazy.
I'm
And it's like,
trying.
wasn't even, I mean, I was definitely trying, but that wasn't the focus. It's still not the focus, but it just happened. And that's one thing about going for your goal is like when you set a big goal, those little milestones are going to be little wins along the way. So I wasn't even trying to lose 20 pounds. My main goal is to get to running 5 miles straight without slowing down or stopping. That's the goal. But I just happen to, be losing weight while I'm running. You know what I mean? So it's just the effect of the process, going through the process, not
Yeah.
sacrifice. Talking about, just I don't like running. It's not something I enjoy doing, but I know that it's beneficial for me. I know that I'm not gonna be running 24 hours a day. It's 30 minutes out of my day that I gotta sacrifice and endure. So if I'm able to
And
endure for 30 minutes, then it's worth it.
and what you're describing is the same thing that requires an entrepreneur to be successful in their business.
Hmm. You gotta be able to get
Make
down,
that sacrifice, baby.
and
You
and
you
stay
got to
down.
know your priorities.
You gotta stay focused, stay down, even when it's difficult, because especially when it's difficult, because that's when you want to just throw in the towel. You want to just, you're thinking about why you're doing this. You're thinking about all the excuses that sound so much easier, the easier route. But when you finish, when you go ahead and push through all of that, because it's gonna come to you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you have to go with, right? You get to choose the path that you take. So you choose who you are. And so you either accept the excuse and say, okay, this is, I can't do this. Or you decide, you realize that's an excuse and I can do this. And I'm just gonna continue to sacrifice until I get there. I'm not gonna stop until I get there.
Right.
And once you get there, and you look back, now you're like, man, it was worth it. But had you stopped earlier, you would never even know what that achievement feels like. You probably be upset with yourself because you were probably just that close to getting
I tell people, just think If you started this a year ago, where you'd be right now. So then think where you will be in a year if you continue from today forward.
Mhm.
Quitters never win, and winners never quit.
Linda the old bird. Hello from South Carolina. Hello, hello. Appreciate you
Oh, that's
tapping.
my girl. That's my girl, Linda.
Hello.
Yeah, she's a pure sweetheart down south.
Appreciate you
And so
tapping.
you seeing things that I can't see, John. I don't,
I
she's
got
supposed
you.
to be on your page.
That's it's in the chat.
Oh, see, I have a chat?
You gotta have a chat.
Oh, I got to find out. I
You got
haven't seen it.
master control.
They changed this up so much. I don't even see chat on mine.
Oh, it's in there though.
Oh,
But
there it is.
I got you. Appreciate y'all
Yeah,
tapping
see,
in. Please don't
she's
hesitate to
in.
hop on.
When I hit my chat, I don't see nothing in my chat. Just
Yeah,
you
don't
in my chat.
telling the good people. Don't hesitate to hop on, holler at us, ask us a question,
Yeah, hop on
drop
and talk to us.
drop a
Now, if
nugget.
you have a business, I always tell
Yeah,
you, and then
that
after this, we will take a commercial break. If you have a business, put it in the feed. Put it in the feed. Your name, the name of your business, and what it does.
most definitely put your business out there.
That's a
Put it
free
out,
commercial. And my show is national.
man. So yeah, I wish I could see everybody watching. I would shout you out, but definitely if you um leave us a comment, I'm definitely gonna hop on those so that everybody
Well,
gets
I'm
their.
glad you saw my girl Linda, the old bird, down in Carolina. Let me take this pause for the calls, John. So don't go nowhere.
Pause for the call.
Y'all, the institute needs your support. The show, The Road to Success, needs your support. We're asking you to donate just $25 or more, and you can do it through Cash App at $W Murray. That's $WMURRY. We just ask you to donate $25. $25 to help us do this and keep this on air. I've got some very heavy hitters coming on. Look who I got now. This young man is teaching you about his business and how to get what you want. That's all I'm asking. $25. Cash App. $W Murray. You can pay through PayPal at paypal.me/, wait a minute. Yeah, oh yeah, paypal.me/MM Institute. Or if you're a mail person, you like to mail, you can mail a check, money order, or cash, whatever. It's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. You can call us here at the Institute at 240-619-2019. If you want us to call you, you can email us at TRTS.info1@gmail.com. TRTS.info1, the number one, at gmail.com. Y'all was just asking for $25. You waste that after just wasting it out in the street. When you donate that $25 or more, you're giving a blessing. And life always, always pays its debt. You're giving a blessing. You're giving a blessing to me. You're giving a blessing to the nation. You're giving a blessing to your friends or whoever sees the program because of your little $25 plus donation. So don't be afraid to donate just $25. Let me get back to my program with this fantastic gentleman, John D. King III, the CEO and founder of Busy Media, and he also is the CEO and founder of I Level Up 365.
Hey.
See that young man right there? Okay, let's do this. They're going, how do I know you? And how do I know so much about you? How do I know you?
We met at the swap meet. No, we go way back, like 4 flats on the caddy. Since let's see,
You were
I
two.
must have been 2 years old.
You were 2 years old.
I remember waking up in the car seat. When I came to move with the guys, move in. That was probably one of my earliest memories, and yeah. So, 31 years now.
31
Made it quite.
years.
Mhm.
Otherwise, what they don't know is I'm your grandfather.
Mhm.
And you watched, as you grew up, you saw an entrepreneur your whole life. Because you saw me out in the street hustling.
Yep.
And I had you out in the street hustling with me.
Mhm. Yep.
And when I had my stores, how y'all used to have to sell in the store, learn how
Yep.
to close the store, how to do
Got
the books, how to write the checks. I mean, you saw entrepreneurship your whole life since you were two.
yeah. Yep.
That's why, I
Started
mean,
out
I'm not
early.
proud. I'm proud of you and where you are, but I'm proud of me for the things I taught you
Mhm.
and how you took everything that I taught you and grew with it.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
why
for
you
sure.
are where you are, as successful as you are, and you're an entrepreneur. I'm taking credit. You can't pat me on the back because my hand's in the way.
Uh, There's nothing wrong with that.
But
As it should.
I love the fact, man, that you're doing what you're doing.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
Because
I'm
you're going to get. Don't worry, you're going to end up being world renowned. There's no doubt. You
just
keep
getting
doing
warmed
what you're
up.
doing, son, and you are going to be all right. You're all
Absolutely.
right now, but you're going to be much, 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 much better. Because the only
Yeah.
thing that's left for you now is just, like they say, damn torpedoes, full steam ahead.
Mhm.
So that's how I
Yep.
see you in your business with where you're
Just
going, and you know what you're doing out there.
leveling up. Absolutely. Um, another thing I wanted to kind of touch on, just for those listening, just a little nugget, because it's different for everybody. Not everybody needs the same nuggets, but sometimes, just hearing it from a different perspective is, sometimes you need to kind of cut back in order to move forward. Sometimes you gotta trim the fat. And when I say that, I mean just really focusing on what your thing is. You know what I mean? Regardless of what other people are trying to tell you your thing is. You are gonna know what your thing is. And so once you really figure out what that is and you figure out how you're gonna approach it, then it's really just focus on that and kind of cut all the other distractions. Because once you do that, that's really gonna help you propel and move at a much faster pace. Whereas if you're trying to do too many things and do things that you really, don't need to be focused on, you should be outsourcing things like that, then that's really gonna hold you back, and really stagnate your growth. So that was just a little nugget. Just make sure you're focusing on the key things that you need to be focused on, and not trying to do everything. Um, and outsourcing where you can and where you need to.
Yeah, otherwise don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Everything, the main thing is patience. I
Hmm.
mean, really, that is one of the most powerful things you can be is patient. But you must be, with that patience, you must always be moving yourself forward.
I want to shout out Angela Page, Empowering Minds Cafe, children books, author, and sells herbal teas and aids. So she put her business out there. So I definitely wanted to shout that out. Um, Check her out. Click the link to her YouTube. It looks like. Uh, so yeah, appreciate you sharing that. And
Well, y'all, I feel so proud. I figured out how to get all of those to come up on my chat.
there you go.
Like they say, man, you're never too old to learn, and you're
Never
definitely
be
never too young to
teach.
teach.
That's it. That's it.
Empowering Learning Institute (ELI) wants to know where are you located? How can we get access to your offered products such as classes and coaching?
Yeah, I answered that one. That was the first one I wanted to answer.
Well, I'm asking. I want you to repeat because we got
Okay.
people that came on that wasn't on then.
Got you. Yeah. So for those of you all just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. You can catch me on ilevelup365.com. That's where I put out different personal development blog posts, upload different courses and challenges, personal development challenges. You can also get a hold of the flight assessment, which is a tool that you can use to really tap into your authenticity as it relates to your behavior style, how you like to be communicated with, how you communicate, and much, much more. So you want more information on that? Definitely go onto that website, or you can find me on Facebook. If you just look me up, Facebook, John D King, and then three I's for John D King the third. You can find me on Facebook. Very active there, and yeah, so definitely, or if you reach out, John D. King 90 at gmail.com. And if you're looking for anything specific, definitely reach out to me because my website does not have, it's not even the tip of the iceberg as far as the content that I'm prepared to upload. Right, so there's a lot of growth that's happening behind the scenes with I Level Up 365. So more courses to come, more posts to come, more challenges to come. So absolutely reach out.
No doubt, no doubt. Now you've been at this for well, I can really almost say years because behind where you grew up with me. Uh, what's involved in 7 day productivity challenge? What's involved in that 7 day productivity challenge, and how can listeners sign up?
The 7 day productivity challenge is really about that. It's about becoming more productive. It's about getting out your own way. And it's designed to help individuals overcome procrastination, right? Because there was a great saying out there: procrastination is the assassination of your destination on the road to success. It was a great man who said that. I think that was Mr. Murray who said that one. But
Yes, it
in
was.
that, yeah, in that challenge, you're gonna get 7 days full of tips and strategies that's going to help you get going, help you spark that flame. Because a lot of times you lose motivation, you maybe your circle isn't giving you motivation, or you just can't seem to find it. So if you really just trying to just ignite that flame, or get a jump start, this is a really good way to do it. It's a great introduction to our philosophy at I Level Up and Busy Media. And so you can just hop on. It's actually already ready. Hop on, just $10, and you can't beat that. And what's exciting as well is once you complete the course, you get your certificate of completion, which really is just a way to say I did it. It's a way to show that you can accomplish things, you can finish. Um, just a short win, right? So I'm really excited about that. Really getting people going with that. Um, Had a lady go through the challenge, and not long after the challenge, she got a job because she got active. She started putting in applications. So just little things, little things, big things, depending on what
Well,
your goal.
it's just like a garden. When you plant a plant, it's small and it grows into growth. What I say about that big oak tree, all it was at one time was just a little nut that
Mhm.
held its ground.
Mhm.
So that's all I mean, and what made I heard you say $10. See, you make stuff affordable, man. You ain't trying to hurt nobody,
No.
ain't trying to break nobody's bank.
No.
You are
Absolutely not.
making things affordable to start so you can grow into where you're trying to grow.
Right. Right. And I only put, and here's the crazy thing, like I did it for free for a while, and I saw a lot of people were getting results, and I only charged $10 because I wanted people to feel as though they're invested in themselves, right? Because
That's it. There
a
you
lot of
go.
times people won't get something for free and they won't value it. Like some people don't value the library because it's free, but there's so much information there, right? So I wanted you to just have a little investment within yourself. That way, you're gonna go ahead and follow through, kind of what the school system does. You have to pay for your education. If you get it for free, you're probably gonna just, if you don't have the drive to do it, you might just drop out if you didn't have to pay for that class. So, kind
Yeah,
of.
true, true, true. True, true, true. People don't realize that effort is an everyday thing.
Mhm.
You can't skip a day of working on your business. And it's because see, the day that you skip is the day that you might have met that person had you have been there, been out there promoting your business. Like I tell people, if you have a business and you spoke to someone over 2 or 3 minutes and you haven't told them who you are and what you do, you're not trying to succeed. If anybody had followed me around last week and saw and see how I work the public, I was in a store and this young lady hollered, Mr. Rook. Well, I knew if he said that, that was from back in the day
Mhm.
when I had a clothing store.
Mhm.
And and she was speaking to me. I said, well, you got to take your mask off so I can see who you are. And come to find out, I need her services.
Right.
And guess what? She also needs mine. Now, my services are more expensive than hers, but we're going to work something out. Because, like now, say for the month of February, how much can you afford to pay? That's what I'm charging.
Mhm.
Within reason. Within reason. How much can you afford to pay? Frida is not going to get you there. Because those who are trying not to pay for anything, coaching, counseling, mentoring, you're going to struggle.
And you're
Because you
gonna you're
can't
gonna
see the
pay
picture
one
if
way
you're in
or
the
another.
frame.
You're gonna pay one way or another. You're either gonna pay with your time, trying to go on YouTube and learn it all, or go to school and learn it all, or you're gonna pay with your experience, or your time and experience, and go down the school of hard knocks, or you can get you a mentor, somebody who's already been there, somebody who has a perspective on this and has information to share with you on that and just catapult you. You know what I mean? So if you don't have to do it yourself, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean?
That's correct. All you gotta do is improve up on it. See, that's
Mm-hmm.
what our job is as mentors and coaches, is improving up on your situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. But you got to know where you need the help, where you need what you need to do in order to get there.
Yep.
You can't be afraid, like you charge $10 for that. $10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, what are you losing? Because you waste that much money out there in the street buying junk food,
Yeah.
a soda, a beer,
You
or
can't even
something, you know?
you can't even get fast food for $10 anymore. I mean, you can kind of, but it's crazy. It's all expensive. So and that's just really, again, that's just to kind of alleviate, because you ask, what kind of clients I want to work with. It's the people that are willing to invest in themselves, people that aren't kicking tires. If you see $10, my perspective on that is, if you believe it's going to be impactful for you and you believe that you're going to grow from it, and even if it's your last $10, if you should put that $10 into yourself before you put it in something that's not going to bring you any value.
You know, you got to invest. The greatest investment you would ever make is in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't afford the $10, you're the one that really needs that
Yeah,
program.
a bigger problem. We got another.
If you can't afford it, those are the ones that really need it.
No, for sure.
You got to make a sacrifice somewhere.
If ten
Somewhere
dollars,
you have to make a sacrifice.
if investing $10 into yourself is a financial question that you really gotta really think about, then that's probably a bigger problem. It's a bigger problem
I
for
had
me
to
to
convince her. I had to convince a client of that. She had a contracting company. I kept trying to convince her. Look, baby, you got to listen to somebody who knows, and you got to spend that money.
hmm
Well, she ended up getting a multi-million-dollar contract. Once she realized, if I spend this $4,000 or $5,000, and I get a $1 or $2 million contract, where am I short?
hmm
Where
Yeah,
am I short?
that sounds
Where
like
would
a
she have
no brainer.
been had she? Where would she have been had she not invested that $5,000 with me? She wouldn't have got that contract.
Still spinning circles. Still trying to
See,
figure it out.
you giving yourself a reason to fail. See, if there's a straight road to point B from point A where you're standing, or there's a C where you can go around, like if there's a way for you to go through the mountain, go through it. If there's a way to go over the mountain, go over it. You can't get where you want to go if you don't know where you're going and
hmm
how to get there.
Yeah, and a big part of what we focus on in busy media and I level up 365 is, not just know where you're going and how to get there, but know where you are right now, right? You
Yes.
don't you don't know your starting point. You can't put in your coordinates in a GPS. You can put in your end goal, but if you don't put in your start goal, it can't give you a way to get there. You gotta
Can't
have
give you a
start
way to
goal
get
when you're
there.
starting that. And I think a lot of times we may think we know where we're starting from, but we don't really know, or we may have a biased perspective on where we are, instead of the actual real, like this is what it really is. And sometimes we don't want to accept the truth of what it is, but once you finally do, now you're equipped, right? But until you really accept where you are, then you can't level up, because you're not being honest, you're not being authentic. You gotta start with where you are, um, in order to level up.
You got one thing I tell people, you got to listen to learn and not listen to reply. And the closing question, I got a question for you. One more question, John.
hmm
What future plans does I level 365 have for expanding its services, and its reach?
So yeah, kind of touched on a little bit, but we're steadily growing. So we're going to be, uploading more courses to our learning platform, more partnerships, and continuously providing value. Right, more blog posts coming, uh, and as well as the podcast, tapping into that, and becoming more active in that area as well. And that's on Spotify. I Level Up 365. A few episodes have been uploaded there just to give you some motivation, some good content, something to listen to on your lunch break, on your way to work. Just a few minutes, right? Straight to the point. I don't really like to hold you. I want to get you the value, and get you on your way. I know people got things to do, so I like to be brief, but I like to make sure I'm dropping some nuggets along the way.
And Booker T is tuning in. Well, John, I want to thank you for coming on, and we'll bring you on again in the future, no doubt.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because when you're on my show, you're growing two things. You're growing my podcast, and you're growing your business.
Absolutely.
So that's what it
It's a
takes.
win.
I want to
It's
thank
a
you,
win,
grandson, for coming on board
for sure.
and doing my show. And tell people how they can reach you one more time before we close off.
Absolutely. So you can get a hold of me on ilevelup365.com. You can reach out on Facebook, John D. King, I. So three I's for John D. King III. Or you can email me at johnd.king90@gmail.com. So yeah, definitely reach out. I'm very responsive. If you have any questions, feel free. YouTube, if you are connected on YouTube, you can reach out on YouTube, Instagram, official _ John K. And yeah, I think those are my handles right there. Let's see. Got a little comment
Well,
pop. All right.
you see
Angela
what?
said she'll be in touch. So I appreciate
Yes.
appreciate you staying on board with us. I hope you got some value tonight.
Thank you, young man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, family. You know what I always tell you in closing. If you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or pulling. Y'all, we're going to get there together. And I guarantee you success. Like I always tell you, truth and fact are undefeated. Now think about this. Truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time. And the truth with me is I love you. And the fact is ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm asking you to support the show, The Road to Success. And you can do that by donating at least $25. I'm asking. Donate to, and you can pay through Cash App at $W Murray. That's $W Murray. Or PayPal at paypal.me/MM Institute. Or you can send it by mail at P.O. Box 473 47. See how my mind went blank? 47438, District Heights, Maryland, 20753. So I'm telling you, keep pushing me so I can keep pulling you. And God bless, and keep working on your road to success. Until next time, y'all, God bless.